Well, I'll be damned. There's actually one last Switch 1 Direct. When February came and went, I kind of lost hope. Then there were leaks earlier at the beginning of the week, and I was like, I don't believe it. Then Nate Hate was like, yeah, I heard something on Thursday. I was like, partner showcase probably. And then I wake up on the 26th yesterday, and it's like, what do you mean there's a general? What do you mean there's a general? I have to make another bingo board? I've spent the past, couple days fine-tuning a Switch 2 Direct bingo board. What do you mean I have to do a Switch 1 bingo board too? Well, a Switch 1 bingo board. This is quite honestly the hardest bingo board I've had, just because with the Switch 2 there was just so many different options of what to do. Here it's just kind of like I don't feel there's been enough third-party leaks. It's just like, we'll see. You'll notice I didn't change everything. This is definitely my most hastily put together one, which I think is going to make it really hard. But we'll see. Cool. So, going off, first of all, just like last time, Donkey Kong. Any kind of new Donkey Kong game. I'm going to actually specify it has to be new this time. No Donkey Kong Country Returns. Wait, I guess every single Donkey Kong game is on Switch now other than 64. At least, mainline Donkey Kong. But, a new Donkey Kong game. Prime 2/2 and 3. Tomodachi Light, either a port or a new one. Wind Waker HD. This one is one of the ones I'm most confident about because this has been really heavily leaked recently. Kirby Planet Robobot port. Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing through all Final Fantasy games. 13's the only one that's not available on PlayStation. And it's the only one that isn't an MMO and that isn't impossible to run on the Switch. That isn't on the Switch. Because you're not going to get 16 on the Switch. They're not going to put the MMOs. They're definitely not putting 11. 11's the only one that's missing on PlayStation 5. So they're other than 13, of course. So they're not putting 11. I don't think Switch could run 14 from what I've seen. And technically 15 is on the Switch, just not pure 15, which just leaves the 13 trilogy out. And is it because I want to be able to play them on something that isn't a non-functioning Steam port? Yeah. Do I own the Steam versions of this because of Square Enix's Super Sale? Yeah. I own all the Final Fantasy games except for 14 now. But I'd still rather play it on... because supposedly the PC versions are terrible. So this is more of a... I don't have anything else to put in this spot. Anything else besides Final Fantasy 13 by Square Enix? Pokemon games on GBA, Switch Online. F-Zero GX. I don't know why I saw a picture of GX. I just saw F-Zero here and I was like, I'll keep it. Old IP. Obviously, old IP that isn't on here. So something like Star Fox, Golden Sun. New game. Not Switch Online. Not SNES Online. Not GBA Online. None of that. Xenoblade Chronicles X DLC. I have no idea if there is going to be DLC. I've started playing the game. It's really fun. I like it. I have no idea. Available today. Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's one of the most requested ports. The only ports that I can think of that are requested more than Galaxy 2 are probably the HD Zeldas and Prime 2 and 3. I feel like this is requested more than GX. This is definitely requested more than 64 DS and 3D Land 2. This year's Mario's 40th anniversary, so I do think something a little bit... I do think a non-new Mario game, like a port, is possible. So yeah, I'd love to play Galaxy 2 again on the Switch. I would consider doing every star again, quite honestly. I would. I know in the past, last time this was just for Donkey Kong 64. Not this time. This actually is a stand-in for just Switch Online expansion roadmap. Fire Emblem 4 remake. That's the double A equivalent. Double A, are Fire Emblem double A, or are they? I guess they're considered triple A, aren't they? That's essentially the triple A equivalent of Silk Song. New Phoenix Wright game, wasn't there? My understanding is there was one announced 7 years ago for the Switch that still hasn't come out. So yeah. Super Sluggers, the one Mario Sports team that isn't on the Switch. Twilight Princess, just like Wind Waker. Yeah. Some new amiibo stuff, like the Xenoblade 3 amiibo were just randomly announced, one direct. So something like that again. More Nintendo Music news. Maybe even a shout drop to Nintendo Music. One game a week is not enough, Nintendo. Please. I want my fucking Xenoblade and Fire Emblems. Oh. This is a direct bingo. I shouldn't swear. There may be kids watching. Okay. Prime 4. It could be. They could wait till next week, but my thought process is, unless there's going to be extremely substantial improvements in the Switch on the Switch 2 or Switch 2 version, why would you show a Switch 1 game in the Switch 2 direct? I'm so desperate for stuff on my bingo board. I'm pretty sure the Plants vs. Zombies Reloaded thing was actually debunked and proven to be a fake leak or something like that, but I still have it on here. Also, I mean, a combination of not having anything else to put here and just pure copium, quite honestly. I love the original Plants vs. Zombies. It is one of my favorite games. I'd love a remaster or a remake as long as it's not crappy. And sizzle reel. Now, it is worth noting that this direct is only 30 minutes long, which is essentially the length of a mini direct. I believe the March 2020 mini was actually... Oh, that's actually too far. I believe that was around 30 minutes. I don't know. That's before I actually really started. That was the last direct that came out that I actually didn't watch live. Starting with 2021, that's when I started actually watching directs. So I didn't really care about the mini. So essentially, my understanding, this is essentially a mini in all but name. Let's be honest here. But you know what? I'll take it. Give me my Fire Emblem 4 remake, please. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Thank you. Give me my Fire Emblem 4 remake, please. Nintendo. I will give you money. Just give me what I want. Cool. Cut to Groggy Morning Alex. I'm so tired. I hope I'm rewarded with something I care about. Which unfortunately for the Switch One's already one series. Fire Emblem. It's a little chilly down here. This is just practice for next week with the directs an hour earlier for some reason. I'm assuming it has something to do with like pre-orders. Because it's at what, 9 p.m. Eastern. GameStop opens at 11. Direct's probably going to be like a little bit over an hour, which gives people an hour to go to GameStop for pre-orders, something like that. I think that's going to be it, probably. But, it's so early. 6 p.m. Pacific is crazy early for a direct. Also, I did say it earlier, but hopefully the webcam's like lined up. My camera's like a little bit bigger than it used to be, and I don't know. I found it hard to get the whole green screen covered. Holy cow. One last Switch 1 direct. Let's see. Open a strong opener. Dragon Quest. That's not Fire Emblem. Okay, sorry, I wasn't hearing my recording, but it's definitely going. when does that come out? When do those come out? 'Cause I probably should try them. Dragon Quest 3 still seems like
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, so please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake from Square Enix.
Well, that's one thing.
Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
So I guess 3's already 3 8
Escape from dire straits.
Until oxygen 0.
Help me! Please help me, Dante!
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
The frames look a little low too. Which is crazy.
Unleash the supernatural. A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations.
Yeah, this seems a lot like Xenoblade 2, quite honestly.
Guide Raido
Gameplay-wise.
through a series of strange incidents
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today
So we
on
still haven't
Nintendo
gotten
eShop.
anything before summer.
Consume darkness.
I am darkness.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before. But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities.
I stole that joke.
Work to uncover Puck's
Also,
true goal
Iron.
and devour enemies to
Why
survive
are
this
you
cruel
whining?
world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
Yeah, I know, Copper. You want Fire Emblem 4 Genealogy, the Holy War remake.
The rhythmic march begins. Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata 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 Pon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch
Really
July 11th.
Also, the earliest game again that we've had so far is a June release. I mean, I guess it's
Welcome
March,
to
not February.
Zephyr a
Essentially.
cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins. First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals.
No first party announcements.
Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar.
This is a rough one.
As bazaar sales grow,
Contractually
you'll help
obligated
the once
announcements
famous
at
market
this
regain
point,
its former
which is to be
splendor.
expected.
Very honestly,
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to
I
spend
feel
more
it's
time
easy
with
to
you.
this right here to
and
be even
maybe
more
nurture a
just be like,
relationship
really,
if
son?
you
The
find that
next
special
release is
someone.
really good. It's like, wow. So far, that conspiracy theory is looking a little.
Plus,
little
taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Here we go!
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series. Next, please take a look at this.
Brian? It's not the closer! It's not the closer! Fire Emblem 4 or Kirby Planet Robobot? I'm not a shooter guy. Am I gonna have to get the original? The original Prime's only $40 though. It's only $40.
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
There are so many other Switch games I'd get if they were
Here,
cheaper.
Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
I'm gonna have to get Prime Remastered 1. Is this game, like,
In
look
order
at it,
to
this visually.
survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to,
This is a Switch game?
Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
What do you mean this is a Switch game? It's crazy how good this is. I'm saying the same thing with Xenoblade X though. And Xenoblade
She's
X is
not
a Wii
alone,
U
though.
game.
Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Xenoblade X I actually think which tells you something. Tells you that with the right depth, with you even. I mean, Mario Kart 8 looks gorgeous.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Oh?
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind. But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus? And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining
There's
beyond
an actual
space
Metroid in
and
this
time
game.
are beginning to weave a new tale.
I don't know how many of the Pro games actually have Metroids in them, though. So. No release date. We're gonna see it next week. New villain or redesign?
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Looks great for a Switch game. It looks
Ready
phenomenal.
to stir up some mischief?
So give us Kirby Planet Robocop and
Once
Fire Emblem
upon a
4,
time,
and this will be
there
a
was a drab
perfectly
coffee
fine
shop
direct.
that
Give me Fire Emblem 4
transformed
remake, and
into
I'll
a
say it's a
magical
good direct.
potion cafe. As the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for
Yep,
Disney
back
villains
out.
and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Summon a spellbinding adventure. Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
One way through, halfway
Enrollment
through about it, we've
begins
gotten
when
one first-party
Witchbrook
game.
flies onto
I'm
Nintendo Switch
assuming-
this holiday.
They said around 30 minutes. I'm assuming 35 is probably what it's going to be.
Action, adventure, and arcade games
Okay, when they don't
await.
show a picture, that means it's going
Set
to be
off
something
on a
cool.
fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
So there's gonna be no games in
Celebrate
April
the
or May.
40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3. Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo
I
Switch
can't wait for
system
next week
August
when the
7th.
trash is out
Pre-orders
of the
begin
way.
later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Let's see what's in store. Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
What? Pokemon in a Direct?
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
City looks so ugly.
Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more. You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A. Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokémon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there. Boop.
Deltarune?
The game you're about to see. Boop. Doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see? Boop. Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm? In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Character design looks like something I don't know from Deltarune, and I know some people like think it's Deltarune.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
It's been 10 years. That's an old IP
what if
returning.
digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games. When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be so nice for people that have multiple Switches that also have a lot of online games.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
Oh my goodness. That's going to
Now
be so
you can
handy.
play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you
That
want.
means if you have multiple Switches,
Just
you
as
can now
if you had
actually
inserted a
share
physical game card.
online games.
With
That's how
virtual
it
game
works right
cards,
now.
you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems.
Is something that isn't the home Switch has to
Local
be connected to the
communication
internet
with your
to do any
second
kind of
system
online
is required,
game.
but only
Well-
the first time.
But only the person that bought it on the second Switch can open it.
You can also lend out
So,
virtual
like,
game
my parents
cards to
wanna
your
play a game
Nintendo
I
account
bought.
family group members.
That means
Connect
one,
to your family
my
group member
Switch
system
cannot be
via
connected
local
to the
wireless
internet.
when you want to lend a game.
Two, they have to play it
Choose
on
the
my
title you're
profile.
lending and who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
That's actually really nifty.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems.
Oh?
This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Okay, Kirby Bros, Fire Emblem Bros, only one of us is gonna be happy, I think. We've gone to a point where I think we're only gonna get either Fire Emblem 4 or Planet Robobot. And I'm just, when I say this, I don't say it personally. But screw Kirby, give me the Fire Emblem. I don't care about Kirby even remotely. I'm biased. These are two series that are essentially the one thing that their developers develop. There are two series that we get almost every other year, typically at minimum. Give me Fire Emblem. It's been longer since the last Fire Emblem game, so suck it.
Uncover history once more. An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the royal heir, and Will the explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch
Later today.
Monumental adventures await. Embark
half hour.
on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer. A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play.
I don't know, I kind of like that joke.
So just
I
relax
don't know why, but I do.
and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year. Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil.
Yeah, this isn't
Pair
a
up
Fire
2
Emblem.
heroes
This is
from the
one of the
roster of
weakest
15,
directs I've ever
including the
watched.
likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and
one
the
of,
ferocious
I mean-
Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and
may be the
match a
worst
variety
one
of
I've ever
heroes for an
watched.
amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your
There's one
team of
September
2
right
at
there. I
any
think it was
time.
22.
Take
that I
advantage of your
found
team's
so
strengths to
boring.
overwhelm your foes.
And
Plus,
no, it was done
up to 4
22,
players
21.
can assemble for local or online co-op play.
Number 2021, I didn't like. I also
The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel
Or was it
Cosmic
2020?
Invasion
It was the
launches
one
on the
that
Nintendo
revealed
Switch
Lost
system
Worlds and
this
had
holiday.
Bayonetta 3.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of
I
different superheroes.
didn't like that direct either. I think
Next
this is worse.
is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Planet Robobot, I'm gonna be so upset. It's Planet Robobot. No, it's not. Is this Animal Crossing?
I'm a buckle. Tornadoes are haunted
Oh my
by
gosh,
me.
Tomodachi Life.
How refreshing. Hiya. Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
So Switch One games into next year.
Did you want to talk?
So there's still only 2 first-party games this year.
Glad that was only a dream.
Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon. All other first-party games were told next year,
That
so we
was
still
Tomodachi
are
Life, Living
missing
the Dream.
2025
The first
Switch
new entry
1
in the
games.
series in
Somehow.
over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have?
Nintendo
We
makes
hope you're
no
looking
sense.
forward to it.
Is the Switch 1 actually going to take a backseat for the next half a year?
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so
Until
far.
the end of the year, Prime 4 in October?
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
There's still no first-party titles with a release date. They showed off at 5? I don't even know. Rhythm Heavens next year. Tomodachi Life next year. Pokemon later this year. Metroid Prime 4 coming soon. The whole point of like having a general, I would have thought, is to actually tell people what's happening. But of the 4 first-party games shown, 3 of them aren't going to be. I mean, ignore the RoboCop stuff. I probably should. I was hoping it would show up, but I wouldn't have to spoil. I guess there's really no spoilers here. Why do I still have that on here? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where's the right folder? No, there's something on my computer. Oh, saliva. Where are you? I can't read. There it is. I was looking for the word Nintendo. Alrighty. Wow. That was actually a pitiful direct. That was pitiful. Yeah. That's it. That's it. I don't even really think there was a sizzle reel. Oh. Whoops. Tomodachi Life. Oh. I just don't get what the point of that direct was. Genuinely. I genuinely don't. We still know nothing about the rest of this year. We went into this direct knowing nothing about 2025's Nintendo's 2025 slate, at least state-wise, and we left it not knowing what the hell is going on. The 4 most leaked games are completely absent again. I don't get it. I don't get it. Nintendo.